Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's video, we are going to cover how to read science and technology effectively for UPSC Prelims 2026 examination. So as part of the video, initially we'll be discussing what are the must-read NCERT students, because most of the students are here skipping the basic NCERTs from where at least 2 to 3 minimum questions are asked from basic science NCERTs. I'll be giving you the list of NCERTs as well as the chapters which you need to read specifically for covering science and technology. Along with that, I will be covering the textbook. So I will be suggesting what are the must-read textbook you can take it for science and technology for both prelims and mains. And while doing the question paper analysis, I will be doing the recent UPSC Prelims 2025 exam question paper analysis. And we'll also look at the pattern of the examination in last 10 years, how science and tech played a huge role in the prelims examination. And we'll be effectively looking at also the trend change in the recent years in UPSC Prelims in science and tech, and what strategy you can adopt especially for 2026 examination. So first we will go into the basic must-read NCERT students. With respect to NCERTs, as I said already, we need to study the basic science NCERT starting from 6th standard. The 6th standard science NCERT name is Curiosity. So while reading the 6th standard, this Curiosity book, you need to cover chapter number 3, that is Mindful Eating, A Path to Healthy Body. Then chapter number 4, Exploring Magnets. Then chapter number 6, Materials Around Us. Chapter number 7, Temperature and its Measurement. Chapter number 8, A Journey Through States of Water. Chapter number 9, Methods of Separation in Everyday Life. And chapter number 12, Beyond Earth. These chapters alone can be effectively read for Science and Tech column for prelim students. Now coming to the 7th standard Science NCERT. Here you need to start with chapter number 4, the world of metals and non-metals. Then you can cover chapter number 5, changes around us, physical and chemical. Then you can read chapter number 9, life process in animals. Then you can move to chapter number 12, that is Earth, Moon and the Sun. So these chapters alone can be read from 7th standard NCERT. Let's move to the 8th standard Curiosity NCERT. In 8th standard, you need to start with chapter number 2, that is the invisible living world beyond our naked eye. Then you can move to chapter number 3, health, the ultimate treasure. Then you can cover chapter number 6, pressure, winds, storms and cyclones. Then you can move to chapter number 11, keeping time with the skies. So these chapters alone can be covered from 8th standard science NCERT. Let's now move to the 9th standard science NCERT students. Here you need to start with chapter number 1, matter in our surroundings. Then you can move to chapter number 12, improvement in food resources. These two chapters alone can be read from 9th standard NCERT. Now moving to the 10th standard science NCERT students, here you need to start with chapter number 7, how do organisms reproduce. Then you can cover chapter number 9, light, reflection and refraction, and move on to chapter number 10, the human eye and the colorful world. These three chapters alone can be read from 10th standard science NCERT. So let's now move to the 11th standard NCERT. In 11th standard science NCERT, you have physics, and in physics you need to read part 1 students. You need to selectively read only the part 1 physics book, and in this also you need to only read the chapter number 7, because this chapter number 7 is on gravitation, where the basics of satellite technology, all these, and escaping velocity and orbiting satellite, all the basic concepts have been covered in a very good manner in this particular chapter, which will be very useful for understanding the space technology in a better manner, students, because later we will be covering the textbook for understanding space technology. But without understanding these basics from this particular chapter, you cannot apply the concept in a good manner. That's why I'm suggesting you to first complete this particular chapter number 7 from 11th standard physics NCERT. Let's now move to the 12th standard book. In 12th standard biology book, you need to read chapter number 7, chapter number 8, and then chapter number 10. Only these three chapters alone can be read for especially science and technological segment students. So these are the must-read NCERTs. You need to necessarily take it for preliminary examination. Let's now move to the textbook students. With respect to textbook, what I will be suggesting, the must-read or easy and simple textbook would be Vajiram and Ravi's Yellow Book on Science and Technology. Try to get their latest edition. And in this latest edition, you can cover only the important topics, which I will be giving at the end of the video. You can cover only those topics for the coming year, students, which will be very helpful for cracking all of the questions from Science and Tech column. Let's now move into the question paper analysis of 2025 questions. With respect to UPSC preliminary examination, most of the times they are asking questions on electric vehicles, because this is a recent emerging technology, especially the battery technology. Last year almost 2 questions has been asked. This particular question is also asked from electric vehicles, alternative related things. And this particular question is asked on drone technology, which is also getting an important topic because in UPSC preliminary examination, nowadays we can expect short question on artificial intelligence, robotics, drones. So these all three can be clubbed together into a single topic. From this, surely you can expect every year at least 1 or 2 questions from now on. So try to give maximum attention to these emerging technology students. So this particular, again, the question is picked from electric vehicles. They are again, basically they are asking the cathode and anode technologies only. So this will be covered in a very good manner in your basic NCERTs only. That's why I'm suggesting you to look at the NCERTs first, and then you can read the textbook what I suggested, and then finally you can update yourself with the current affairs coming in Hindu newspaper. So this particular question here, they are asking about the chemical substances. Basically, this particular question is picked from defense technology. With respect to UPSC prelims, this defense technology is also very important topic where questions will be frequently asked, and this particular question is basically asked from the newspaper segment only. So after reading the basics of NCERT as well as the textbook, you need to update yourself with the Hindu newspaper, especially the defense technology in news where questions will be asked. This particular question they have asked from machine learning and quantum computing. As I already said, artificial intelligence, robotics and drones is one important topic. Along with that, one more emerging technology is quantum computing. So these two topics only are emerging topics what you need to give maximum attention for 2026 prelims. After covering artificial intelligence, robotics and drones, kindly make notes on quantum computing as well. These two chapters will surely play a huge role in the coming year examination because that is a trend change which is happening. So this monoclonal antibody, this is picked from Nipah virus, which came in Hindu newspaper, students. So this particular question is picked from your biotechnological topic, which is a very important, most expected topic question only. So here they are asking questions about especially the basics of virus. Students, if you would have watched my UPSC Prelims series where I would have made a question, that is a series on solving UPSC Prelims using common sense, where I actually talked about the effective usage of common sense in exam and the usage of keywords. So there are some keywords like all, no, these are extreme words, such I said. Whenever these kind of words are used in the UPSC examination, you can eliminate that kind of statements. So here they have used no, no, no in 3 statements. So you can easily eliminate these 3 statements and the answer will be none only. Otherwise also, if you would have read the basic NCERTs, where they have given a very good explanation of the basics of bacteria and virus, you can easily answer this particular question. That's why I said NCERT reading is a must. Apart from that, you should also try to use the elimination technology using common sense by this particular thing. If you are interested in watching this common sense video, I'll give the link of this video in the description column. You try to watch that video also once, students. So let's now move to the next question. In this particular question, they are just asking about the carbon dioxide emissions. So this is a easy question. You can easily cover by reading the basics of NCERTs only. So this particular question, Gagan, this is picked from space technology, which is again a most important topic for UPSC preliminary examination. So let's now move to the next question. Here they are asked about the artificial intelligence recent summit. And in this particular summit also, if you look at it, so they are not focusing on the 2025 summit. They are asking where the 2024 summit was held and where the 23rd summit was held, and who are the other countries along with India who signed the declaration. So these are the points you should take into account. Not the mere understanding or reading of artificial intelligence, robotics and drone is important. You should also try to link it with current affairs from Hindu newspaper, especially the recent summits which are happening. Whenever you are reading the summit, try to have a look at that, where the last 3 years summit has been held and who are the chairpersons of those summit and what is the outcome of the summit. So try to look at all these facts. Along with that, you can also look at who are the member countries involved in signing the summit. So these areas, if you could give maximum attention, you can crack the questions related to current affairs coming from science and tech column. So this particular question is picked from rare earth elements, which is also most important question, which has been frequently asked in UPSC prelims examination. So this basics of rare earth elements has been given in your NCERTs, as well as this frequently appears in the newspaper as well. Suppose if you would have missed both of these segments, means here you can use elimination technology, because in my video series on solving UPSC questions using common sense, I have told that some is a positively used keyword, whereas all and no are negatively used keyword. So wherever some are used means that statement tends to be correct. So here both of them tends to be correct. and the explanation also comes in line. So the answer would mostly lie here, option A. Using that strategy also, you can crack the question. Otherwise, you should give maximum attention to the important topic, that is rare earth elements. So in this particular question, if you look at it, this is as from space mission, which I already said space technology is going to play a huge role in UPSC Prelims examination. So after reading the basics of space technology from NCERT and from Vajiram Yellow Book, and along with that updating yourself with Hindu newspaper, you can easily answer this. And why UPSC has picked this particular question on space technology means we know Gaganyaan mission, the famous mission of ISRO, where we are planning to send humans into space. Along with that, our Indian has been sent into space from Axiom 4. That is a NASA mission. So where Indian has been sent into space. That's why they have picked this option in one of the statement. And in one more statement, they have used the SPADEX. This is also related to sending human missions into space. But they are doing some preliminary testing of sending the and docking our satellites into space. So that's why ISRO recently launched this mission. They asked this. This is also launched recently last year, where it sent Indians into space. And Gaganyaan, we are long-term plan to send human into space. So that is why they have asked this like in an interrelated manner in a single question. So what I will be advising you is whenever you are reading the basics of space technology, you should be updated with the current affairs also. So this particular question is picked from defense technology, which is also most important area where UPSC will be asking 1 or 2 questions every year. So whenever you are reading it, you should also give maximum attention to the current affairs, because from current affairs, they will ask this kind of basics of military transport aircrafts and try to match with you or not. So let's now look at the UPSC trend analysis, especially in the last 10 years, how many science and tech questions has been asked means the maximum number of questions they have asked in 1 year, that is in 2022, almost 14 questions. And this year they have asked 13 questions, nearly it is the maximum question only. So apart from that, one more year they asked 13 questions in 2018. So 2018, 22, 25, they asked the maximum number of questions. Otherwise, on an average, if you could see, the lowest number of questions appears around 8 questions in 2015, 2016, and one more year they have asked just 6 questions, that is in the year 2017. So overall, what you can expect means in 2024, 10 questions were asked, 2023, 9 questions. So you can minimum expect 10 questions from science and technology for the coming 2026 examination. And there also you can give maximum attention to the repeated themes only, students. If you look at this UPSC Prelims 2025, there have been repetition of lot of questions on space technology. So they have asked basics as well as with current affairs of Gaganyaan mission. And biotechnology, they have given maximum attention on diseases. Defense technology, military weapons. And nuclear technology also is going to be very important. Apart from that, disease outbreaks, you can give maximum attention. Artificial intelligence or quantum computing are emerging technologies. And communication information technologies also has been repeated in this UPSC Prelims 2025. Now, what strategy you can adopt for 2026 examination for covering science and tech while reading Vajiram and Ravi Yellow Book? You need to first start up with, I would be telling, start with space technology, students. After reading the basics of space technology, you should necessarily update with current affairs, because you should not only focus on ISRO missions, questions can be surely expected from NASA missions and European Space Agency missions also. So try to give maximum attention to these space missions which are coming in newspaper after updating yourself with ISRO mission. And while reading the defense technology, give maximum attention to the recent defense technology which are coming in newspaper after covering the basics of all those missiles which has been developed in India. So you can look at that. Along with that, you should also try to give maximum attention to the DRDO missions which has been tested recently. From that, you can expect questions. And with respect to nuclear technology, try to give maximum attention to the nuclear fission and fusion technology and the basics of that, and try to read what is the moderator used in the nuclear reactor, from where questions has been frequently asked. While looking at the biotechnology, you should give maximum attention to the diseases and try to update yourself with the current affairs related diseases, students. And you can read artificial intelligence, robotics, drones and quantum computing in a maximum manner, because this is one of the emerging topic from which you can surely expect questions in the coming year. Additionally, selectively read on electric vehicles and rare earth elements which are frequently asked in recent years in the exam. So the recent trend change, what is happening is that they are giving maximum attention to artificial intelligence, robotics, drone and quantum computing. And otherwise, the most of the remaining topics remains the same. That is a space, and biotechnology and defense technology are playing the other subsidiary role in the UPSC prelims in science and tech column. So in this manner, if you cover the science and tech column, means easily you can crack the 10 questions which are asked from the preliminary examination students. In addition to this, if you have any other challenges in covering science and tech column, try to comment in the comment section below. We'll try to give feedback on that. Thank you, students.